Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just a quick live stream here. It's low light right now because I'm just chilling in. Oh, wait, there is an overhead. Hold on. I'm hanging out on the farm. Didn't realize there was an overhead light in here. Hanging out with Moby the parrot. Come here, buddy. Where are you going? Anyway, just thought I'd do a little stream. I'm waiting for my dinner. Got some have some shepherd's pie being heated up. So it's been really cool just hanging out at the farm this week. If anybody's watched any of my previous videos, it's been really cool to hang out with like sheep and a goat and a ram and 8 cats. Yes, Pepe, I know. And Finn the dog and Moby the 42-year-old parrot. Just gonna text Jamie back. I see she just texted me. So yeah, Mr. Mobes, what's going on? So this guy just comes out and he hangs out and eats apples and chills with me in the living room in the evenings, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this week has been very interesting for me. If anybody's watching so far, it looks like one person's tuned in, but if you could just tell me if the audio and stuff is good. But what's been really interesting to me this week is spending time with all these animals that I don't normally get to spend time with. It's just weird, man. Like I'm used to being around dogs and cats, but being around these these farm animals, and like turkeys and stuff, like Lily the turkey was purring the other day. It's just cool because like I see all of these things and I see videos of how all these animals have unique personalities and are individuals. But until you really experience it firsthand, you can't really appreciate it. I mean, there is literally no difference between any of these animals and a cat or a dog. Like their bodies are different. That's about it. And sure, maybe some animals are, a little bit more intellectual than others. So that's fine, but they're still all unique and they have their own life. So it's been pretty cool to see that and experience that in real time. Yes, Moby, how's it going? Say hi, Moby. Hi, Moby. He can actually talk. He just doesn't say a whole lot sometimes. All right. What's going on, buddy? What's going on, Moby? You want to chill? Want to say hi to the folks on YouTube? Say hi. The other day, he got up on my shoulder, and I was walking around with him on my shoulder, and I was so pumped about that. Like, yes, I was, wasn't I? It's like the coolest thing ever. Hi. What's going on? Say hi, Moby. Hello, Moby. That was just the wood stove. Say hello, Moby. think he's shy. He can see himself in the camera. All right. So I don't know how long I'll even be on, honestly. It depends on like whether anybody even really shows up to this. I haven't live streamed in a long time. And yeah, so like I don't even really expect people to show up, to be quite honest. But I just thought I'd pop in, and I really, really wish that the Wi-Fi extended down to the stalls with the goat and the sheep, because I would be live streaming out there. I'd be sitting in the stall with the goat and the sheep, and it would be so cool. But unfortunately, I don't have unlimited data. I could probably do like a short stream out there, which I mean, I'll be honest, I likely will at some point while I'm here, but yeah, what do you do? Haven't been running since I've been here, because it's actually a decent amount of work. It keeps me busy. Like I've been going to, like I was back at the office this week, so I've been getting up at like 5:30, making the rounds with the animals. Takes me about like 45 minutes in total to take care of everybody, half hour to 45. And then, at that point in time, I head off to the office. So then I get back here at like 5:30, gotta make the rounds again. So it's usually a little bit after 6 by the time I'm actually sitting down, getting ready to eat something and hanging out with Moby the parrot. He's eating again. I'm gonna show you guys this. Hi, buddy. Those good apple slices, huh? Is that good apple? He's so cool. But yeah, so I haven't been running because it's, honestly, it just it's been taking up a lot of time. And on the weekends, I could probably fit one in, but Sunday was just rainy all day. It was just crazy, crazy rain all day. Well, it did get rid of all the snow because it was like super warm, which is a benefit, but yeah. Normally this time of the year, I'd probably go to the indoor track, but so when I get out of the office at 4:30, I usually get home from there at like 10 to 5. I'm still carpooling with my coworker, and then so I get home at like 10 to 5, spend like 10 minutes with Jamie, and then it's a half an hour drive here to the farm. So I'm only getting here at like 5:30. There'd be no way that I could do like an indoor track run or something like that, or a group run with my friends before coming back here. That would just be way too long to leave the animals, especially where Finn, the dog, is here and he needs to get out, to use the bathroom and stuff like that. So, hey, Produce Nut Pills Ashley, what's going on? Have you been watching any of my farm situations? So I'm farm sitting for 17 nights, and I don't know if you got a chance to see Moby. This has been my buddy. This has been my best friend for the last few days, except for Finn. He's also been my number one. But yeah, I'm busy for sure. So I think, yeah. I think we talked before about like doing some dog walking and sitting and stuff like that. And yeah, it's been pretty nuts. It's really taken off. So I got 17 nights here at the farm. There's like, I don't even know how many ducks and chickens and geese, 2 turkeys, and it is like a vegan's paradise. And so one thing about this place too, that like when I came and did a meet and greet with these folks back in October, one of the things that was going to be really important to me, and whether or not I took this job, was going to be if they were like raising these animals for meat and stuff, And so they aren't raising any of these people. These people, they aren't raising any of these animals for food. Almost all of the animals that they have here are rescues. Now, these folks are not vegan, but they do eat very little meat, and I'm not like making excuses for them or whatever, but like they understand what it is. When they found out that I was vegan, you know, like they made me a vegan chili for the first night I was up here. And, you know, I can tell that, you know, obviously there is still a level of disconnect and some cognitive dissonance, but these people do genuinely care for these animals. And they take a lot of these rescues in, and they take, the vet, one of the local vets actually like contacts these guys whenever there's an animal in need and basically convinces them to take them in and give them a home to the end of their days. So how did it take off so well? Seems like got one walk and now have so many gigs. Yeah, it's been nuts, man. It just keeps happening. Like I had that one original client, and then I've had a house sitting job every month. Like, got another one lined up for March and another one lined up for April, likely. And I'm going to meet another person on Sunday here they want to go away for a week sometime in the spring. So pretty cool. Can't complain at all. But yeah, I figured I would, you know, jump on here, do a little stream, and just, again, I wish that the Wi-Fi would extend out so I could show everybody the animals outside, but maybe I'll do that over the weekend while I'm here. I'll just do like a quick little run outside, use some data for that, and that would be fine. But it'll also be daylight because it's like pitch black out there right now. And yeah, helping the animals has been awesome. Like I say, you know, these people, that was a good selling point for me, that these people actually, like, all these animals are rescues. It kind of was like a little hobby farm sort of a thing when it started off, but now it's just like, you know, everybody's here to be cared for, and it's good times. There's 8 cats, like 8 cats. That's so crazy. I love it. I'm just surrounded by cats. Like, that's my dream. Just be surrounded by animals. And even though it's a little tiring, you know, I'm making decent money doing this. So yeah, it has been a while since I streamed. I can't even remember the last time. Would have been before Christmas for sure. Like probably early December. But okay, I gotta check on my shepherd's pie, vegan shepherd's pie, of course. That's in the oven. So I know the quality here isn't like perfect or whatever, but this is my new work laptop, and I can actually stream from it now, which is nice. I don't have to use my phone. Just gotta check my food in the oven. Oh, okay. All right. Well, it turns out that I did not have the oven turned on correctly. Awesome. Oh, shit. Bear with me, I'm an idiot. Wow. Okay, so this whole time, there's a knob that says like oven, and you turn it and it goes to the thing, right? And so that's what I did. So I turned it on, and then I realized when I came out here and the oven was cold that there's actually a digital display. All I had to do was hit some buttons. I've been waiting for like 25 minutes. I thought that my food would be done. Well, all right then, back in it goes. Oh, I feel so stupid. Anyway, hey Dan, how's it going? 8 cats, good luck with the litter box. Actually, there are 4 litter boxes, and they are enclosed ones. These guys actually use wood chips, like not actual wood chips, but like it's this sawdust kind of a stuff. That's like these pellets, like wood pellets, and it actually seems to work pretty well. So yeah, not too bad. But yeah, so just waiting on my food for like 25 minutes, thinking the oven was on, and it turns out I'm stupid. And all I had to do was hit the digital display, bake 350, start, not turn this dial that. Now, the dial did say lower oven, so I just turned it to 350 thinking that that would work. But, oh well. Moby, what's up? Say hi to YouTube, buddy. Hi. How's it going? Hello, Moby. Come on, say hi. Hello, Moby. He's being shy. Oh, Race Lover's here. Yay, Race Lover. How's it going? Ovens tend to work better when they're on. Yeah. Yep. It's true. Can't run with the live stream. They're working on the mast this week, so I just got buffering. Just wanted to say hi. Hey, Byron. Thanks for popping by. Moby's a dick. Ah, very clever. You are so clever. And oh, Ashley asks, did Jamie make me the shepherd's pie? Yes, she did. She prepped a good amount of food for me while I was coming up here, and as always, she takes care of my stomach, and I'm extremely, extremely grateful. Call him Moby Dick. Hey, Moby Dick. Hello, Moby. Come on, say it. Like he can actually say, hello, Moby, like he says it back, but he kind of sounds like BB-8 from Star Wars. Come on, buddy, you can do it. Hello, Moby. No, he's being bashful. Race the troll. Opposite of a troll, I levitate over bridges. So that's a good skill to have. That's actually a really good skill to have. I wish that I could levitate. Levitation is kick-ass. So yeah, actually, it was kind of cool because I don't think these guys even had the internet, or if they did, it was like a really, really poor broadband connection until like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, they got like fiber op, really good internet. So that was pretty sweet. Can Jamie ever come with you on your gigs? Yeah, she can. She has not so far because we also have Dylan and Marley, the two cats at home, and they require a lot of attention and love. So for both of us to go and spend a night away from them, that drives them nuts. So it's good to have somebody home. Moby, where are you going? Where are you going? Huh? Oh, he's pretty awesome. So another one of my buddies this week is Finn, who is pretty much a lap dog, but he's too big for it. Enough talk, John. Dance for us. I don't think that I will. I do not believe that I will. The salmon aren't running this time of year. Well, I think this is going to be much better now that the oven is turned on and my food's going to actually heat up. Can't wait for some shepherd's pie. Have you guys had any shepherd's pie? Who here eats that? Because me, I could eat a full pan of shepherd's pie daily. I just love it so much. Race says, how can I strip when I always watch John's live streams naked? That is disturbing. Disturbing as fuck. Okay, the oven is indeed heating. I just felt like I should do a little sanity check and make sure yet again. So other than race's constant entertainment value, if there's anything you guys want to chat about, I've got at least another 25 minutes because my shepherd's pie will not be done before that. And yeah, we can chat. I will say this: I was talking about the running, and so I haven't been doing a lot of running. I was planning on kind of getting back into like a base building phase and building up my mileage again, but this has just been too busy doing this. So, but I am planning on running 2 marathons, at least 2 marathons this year, maybe a third one. The first one is on May 10th, and it's a really good out and back course. You do 2 out and backs, and should be able to do really well on that one. But the second one, I've got a friend who she's like, I don't know, she's ambitious. She wants to qualify for Boston, and she needs, I think, like a 3:35 or 3:40 time. So she wants to aim for like a 3.5 hour marathon, and she wants me to run it with her. The only problem is my personal best marathon is just under 4 hours. So I'd be looking at like a 27-minute personal best. I would really, really need to train hard for this. And quite honestly, I don't think that I'm capable of a 3:30 marathon at this point in time. So she kind of wants me to train for that and run that with her so she can get her Boston qualifier. But man, I don't know. Somebody else might need to do that. I told her I'd think about it anyway. She's a fellow vegan runner. Pretty cool. Race says I'm on a clothing strike until John does his dancing salmon in lingerie video. Well, dude, you're going to be naked for a long time. Like, probably forever. You will die naked because I am not doing a lingerie video as a dancing salmon. It's hard to believe. That's been almost a year. Like, when did that whole that ethics and sheaf thing happen? That was like March, wasn't it? Man, I was still living back in that other house. And yeah, that was a while ago. I got to look that up. You know how difficult it is to shop naked? Yeah, I do. I tried it once. That's a lie. Okay. So, when was that live stream? Yeah, that was 11 months ago. It was February 15th that we did that that Tim Sheaf and ethics live stream. It's crazy. How is that already like 11 and a half months ago? Wow. Where to put the coupons? Yeah, that's a tough call. Bundle them up. You'll be fine. Ashley asks, what are my thoughts wearing vegan leather? Couldn't it still promote animal leather? Because how do you know the difference? I don't know. I mean, I guess if you were just walking along in vegan leather, somebody could think it's real leather. But I just feel like there's enough people who wear leather as it is that it's like, it's not going to create any more promotion or demand for leather, even if people think that it is real. I don't know. That's kind of tough. Like, I can see your point, but at the same time, like for me, I never did like leather. I don't care for like the look or the style of it or anything like that. So it doesn't really matter to me. But like if I wanted to wear like a vegan leather jacket or something, I wouldn't feel bad about that. And people like, Moby, quiet, buddy. I'm talking to my friends. They're in this box. I wouldn't feel bad about it. I wouldn't think that I'm like promoting animal leather because people might not know. But I can see the point there. See, but the difference is if I had like a vegan leather jacket or something like that, I was walking around with vegan leather, I'd probably also would have like a big patch, like, defend animals or something like that on it. So it would be pretty, or just like vegan right on it. So, it's hard to say. Vegan leather is fine, for fuck's sake. Stop listening to the logic bots in the Discord caves. Yeah, see, that's, I'm kind of with you on that one, Race, because so for every one person that thinks, oh my God, that person's wearing leather and that looks cool, and now I want leather, you're probably going to affect like 10 or more people the other way, where people are like, oh shit, that's vegan leather. Cool. So I don't know. I just see it as a very small risk. It's not like, I don't think it's detrimental to the cause in any way. Just seems weird. Should wear something vegan with it so bitches know. Yes, bitches get knowing. Yeah, I mean, hey, whatever you're comfortable with, really. If you're not comfortable wearing it because you feel kind of weird about it, then don't wear it. But I certainly don't have an issue with it. I just never did like leather anyway, so don't really give a shit about vegan leather. But yeah. So what is everybody saying tonight? What's going on this evening in the worlds of race lever and produce not pills? And whoever else is here, I see there's 5 people watching. We only got 2 people chatting it up. Dan might be still there. He might be just kind of listening in. I don't know. But feel free to identify yourselves in the comments, the chat below. And I'm down to chat about whatever. Yes, I see a second smash of the like button. Go ahead and smash that like button. Oh yes, water. So another really cool thing. Yes, reveal yourselves, watchers without comments. Come on. Or John gets it. Oh no. Yeah, one of the things I mentioned that was really cool when I came here for the meet and greet is they had like originally, I mean, that was back in October, and they basically said like, hey, we'll have like a bunch of food made up for you, like we'll have all kinds of stuff prepped. And I was like, oh no, actually, like that's not necessary. I really appreciate it, but I'm vegan, so like don't bother with that. That's completely fine. And then so since they knew I was vegan, and actually their daughter used to be like 99% plant-based. I mean, she admits that she wasn't vegan because she used to eat honey, locally sourced honey, which she felt was okay. And I'm not even going to get into that with her. Obviously, we chatted about it. It's fine. She recognizes she wasn't vegan, but so like they are familiar with like what plant-based eating is. So they made up this nice huge pot of chili, and that was really cool. So it was really appreciated. Somebody says oh yes, Produce Not Pills actually says someone disliked your video. Fuck them. I don't care. Yeah, it was probably Ashley. You probably did it. Actually, it was probably me. I don't even see a thumbs down button. Where do I thumbs down myself? I don't even know how to do any of that from here, so I'm not even going to bother. That girl will do anything for attention. Jessica J says, hi, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. Did I see Freely's latest video? I didn't, but I saw it pop up and I saw the notification for it. So just one second. I'm going to show you Moby here. He's acting crazy. What are you doing, buddy? Come on, come eat some apple. Oh, he's cleaning his beak. Yeah, so I did see the notification for it, though. And that she was reacting to Jenna Marble's video about like a favorite TikTok video or something like that, like a baby cow. So I'm guessing that the gist of the video, and Jessica, feel free to comment, but I'm guessing that the gist of the video is that Jenna Marbles loves this TikTok video because there's like a baby cow, but and it's like, oh, it's so cute, But then Fridley's like, yeah, but that cow's in this little crate for a reason, and it's not actually cute. It's actually fucking sad or something like that. That's my guess, but I could be wrong. Do I ever watch Jenna Marbles or Julian? Yeah, actually, I have. Like, I don't watch them all the time, but sometimes, like, I mean, I think they're fucking hilarious. So, like, every now and then I will throw on one of their videos if the title looks interesting or something like that. I like some of Julian's cooking videos when he's making up a good recipe. Like, he's very charismatic. I enjoy his personality. I wish they would be like, I wish they would be a little bit more responsible with the vegan thing, but you know what? They're not really like branding themselves as, vegan YouTubers, I don't think. So, I mean, whatever. They're like 99% plant-based or something, but or like, they're dietary plant-based, but they still do non-vegan shit or something. I don't know. Teach Moby to sing a Moby song and you will upgrade one vegan level. I'm working on it, man. Glad she responded to the video. Felt very wrong. So Jenna Marble and her laughing about a farmer mocking and getting a kick out of messing with it. Oh wow. So she was actually like, enjoying a farmer like fucking with a cow. Yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. I mean, anytime you see like animal exploitation or you see somebody like just messing with an animal to get a laugh out of it, like that stuff really pisses me off, like to see somebody like teasing an animal or something like that actually makes me feel rage. And I'm a very calm guy. Like I'm a chill guy. I'm in control of my emotions, but stuff like that definitely really, really irritates me. It's like my one button that can get pressed. Still buys animal tested products, chicken ramen, etc. Yeah, so she's not vegan. She's like, she's plant based. As far as diet goes, I don't know if she still like slips some shit in there, but she obviously still like has some ethical work to do. Ray says not wise to try to harm an animal in front of me. Yeah, I agree. Plant-based-ish. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I remember this time when I don't know, it was probably like 10 years ago now. And I was living in the duplex and our buddy was living with us at the time. So his cat was living with us and his cat used to go outside. Maya's so cool. Like Maya's like the most kick-ass cat. And he was out one night. And I remember I was lying in bed and it was like 10 or 11 at night and I could just hear this like noise, this, kind of like a cat giving out its long, like almost as if there's like two cats that, if you guys have ever heard two cats kind of like staring each other down, doing the whole like kind of sound to one another. It was like that. But then I also heard like laughing and giggling. So I knew that something was up and I went outside and at the end of my driveway right across the road, it was like two teenagers or whatever. And one of them had Maya by his tail, just kind of like holding him there and kind of making him do like handstands. And like, the other one was kind of like swatting at his face and stuff. And it was like really, really just one of those moments where I could have very easily just went over there and just bashed one of their fucking heads in. But, I mean, I kept my cool enough that I didn't do anything completely out of line. But obviously I yelled at them and like, I didn't actually threaten them with violence, but I made it very clear that their option was to let the cat go, right? But race, do you do any activism? John, how drastically much more have you missed than produce, not pills? How much more have I missed you, race, than Ashley? It's exponential. It really is, to the point that I can't even put it into words. And you do smacktivism. It's fucked up with the graham crackers too. She made some stupid comment how she should eat a bee or something. Yeah, she like she does these things where she like I don't think she's a terrible person, but she just like I think she just thinks she's funny, and she's not at all. But yeah, that would have made me so angry. Says Jessica, I couldn't contain myself. I mean, it was tough, trust me. But another thing was I could tell that these kids were like not yet adults. So, if I had gone over there and like gotten in a fight with them or something, I mean, I don't know how it all would have worked out because I was defending an animal. I probably could have like made a plea, like a not guilty plea, because of, I was defending an innocent being or something against attackers. But the fact that they were just probably like 16 would have worked against me because at the time I would have been late 20s, mid to late 20s. You probably can't beat the piss out of 15 and 16-year-olds and get away with it, even if they are like pecking at an animal. So, yeah, don't fuck with cats though. Running into myself. Hey man, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. Just doing the usual here. I just got to read this message from the folks whose farm I'm sitting. Just give me 1 second here, guys. All right. All is well on their part. They're in the UK right now, so it's 10 after 7 here where I am on the east coast of Canada. And so they got 4 hours difference. So it's 10 after 11 over there. And I always do daily check-ins. We're in like a messenger chat. And basically a little while ago, I just told them, hey, all is well. Sent them some pics of the cats and, Finn and Moby the parrot. Just kind of, let them know that all was well. Everything's good with the goat and the sheep and chickens and turkeys and ducks and geese and whatnot. And so they just got back saying like, hey, can you like water my one plant? And, I forget to do this one thing. I've already taken care of all of it, so it's all good. But all right. So what's all this here? Ray says John would have ended up in the position the cat was in if the 16-year-olds didn't just knock him out with one punch. Oh, you're funny. I would have messed them up. But at least he tries. Yeah. Ashley asks, how do you navigate health situations? I had the instructor of my exercise mention game changers, and then some lady goes, Chris Kresser debunked it. Then I go, did you see the change folks? Yeah, Chris Kresser did not debunk anything. He made himself look like an idiot. Like, I don't navigate health situations. I just lead by example. I mean, I'm 36 years old. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm way more athletic now than I was half my life ago at 18. I run marathons and shit. I am not someone who works out. Like, other than running, I don't lift anything. I don't do anything. Like, but I'm still like, I have muscle definition to some extent. Like, I'm not going to claim that I'm this strong man or anything like that, or that I've got these huge muscles, but like, people notice when I'm doing things and they're like, holy shit, dude, like, why do you have muscles in your arms? Don't you have a desk job and all you lift is like paper and a pen? But I don't know. So I just lead by example. My mom once saw 2 kids walking kittens and kittens. Kittens. What the fuck is a kitten? However, they were lifting them up and kicking them, laughing at them. I remember as those kids went to my school, your mom took them both and drove them to their parents, telling them what they'd done. Yeah, and like, that's one of the situations where if I ever saw a kid doing something like that, like if it was a little kid or something like that, that I knew like these people need a lesson, like then obviously I'd find out who their parents were and stuff. But you start messing with like 15 and 16-year-olds, they don't give a shit. And it's not like you can just like walk them home and say, hey, I'm going to go tell your parents on you, because they're just going to go, right? They're just going to run. Then I hear, well, everyone's an individual. We'll see. But here's the thing about the health thing, Ashley, is like, so, yeah, everyone's an individual and everybody maybe has like small differences in their individual needs as far as nutrition goes and stuff. But the reality is that unless there is some kind of like reason from allergies or something, that you can't eat a decently balanced plant-based diet and maybe perhaps supplement B12. I mean, yeah, I eat enough foods that have B12 fortified in it, but B12 supplementation is still a good idea. I actually am not supplementing right now, but it's just really out of sheer forgetfulness and laziness. I need to buy some more supplements. But I mean, yeah, like unless you're not eating enough or unless you have allergies to a bunch of staple foods, it's not an issue. And you're going to get that nutrition. So, like every single one of these people who say, yeah, but everyone's different, everyone's body's different. Well, yeah, true. But it doesn't mean they can't get what they need from plants. Like we can get everything we need from plants with minimal effort. So these people are using just a ridiculous logical fallacy by trying to claim that there's this big difference between everyone, but they're not accepting the fact that the baseline works for everyone. So yeah, just it's nonsense. And I straight up tell people that is complete and utter nonsense. Because I'll say to them, do you have allergies to soy? Do you have allergies to this or that or the other thing? No, I can eat all that stuff. Then what are you on about? Like, what are you going on about at all? Like, you can eat all of these things. That's what I've been doing for almost 6 years, and I'm doing just fine. So don't tell me that. You're an idiot. Anyway. Okay, I gotta scroll up. I'm missing something here. I talked for too long. Chris Kresser is a moron. You're fucking right. He's an acupuncturist. End of story. Nothing wrong with acupuncture. No, I agree. But he is a moron. They're 15 and enjoy torturing animals. There's no hope for them. Yeah, true enough. And you know what? They'll get theirs when they turn 18. The cat behind you so comfortable sleeping like a baby. This is Rosie. She's one of 8 cats that are here. Hi, baby. That's you on TV. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, she's really sweet. Always a vegan solution. So even if you disregard ethics, our planet's melting away. They're harming themselves. Exactly. I tell them it's stupid as saying every lion's body is different. So lions need to eat salads. Yeah, Race, you know what? That might be one of the best things you've ever said here. It is just like that. You know, it's like saying, well, all humans are different. So some people need to eat meat. No, that's not true. And exactly, lions don't need, like, they're carnivores. They thrive on a carnivorous diet. Just because they have subtle differences, they shouldn't be eating salads. Exactly. Some lions. I got you. So basically, you would let them say that, and you wouldn't let them know different. No, like I would let them know that what they're saying is ridiculous. Like I would explain to them that I would put the onus on them to explain to me which nutrient they can't get or what their concern is and which thing they think they can't get from a plant-based source. And then if they say something completely wrong, I will educate them kindly at first and say, oh, well, actually, maybe you didn't know this, but a source for that would be this, or this. So yeah, that's what I do. And then, you can be perfectly healthy. So actually you don't need to eat shrimp for your whatever, which amino acid some people eat shrimp for, what's this now? Okay, why am I spelled correct? And the stupid rumor that soy increases estrogen. Yeah, I've had that conversation with a lot of people about phytoestrogens, and that's actually a really good thing to read up on and actually know what you're talking about, because so many people will talk about soy and will talk about phytoestrogens. Now, in fairness, anybody who has like hormonal issues, like thyroid problems, where even that phytoestrogen could cause some imbalances and things because of like, Hashimoto's disease or like, thyroid autoimmune diseases and things. Okay, sure, maybe soy isn't best for them. But again, that's kind of talking about the bare minimum of people, how many people have that condition. So it would be no different than, somebody being allergic to, I don't know, bananas, right? Then don't eat bananas. There's a million other things. Um, Jessica asks, wow, 8, what kind of farm is it? I think I mentioned it, but don't remember what you said. So, okay, so it's just like a little hobby farm for these folks. It's a retired couple. It's a retired British couple. They moved here. They bought this farmhouse and this land, and they're not vegan, but they're quite aware of what that means. And they don't have these animals. They're not raising them for meat or anything like that. They don't eat the eggs from the chickens or anything like that. Almost all of the animals that are here are rescued animals, animals that they've taken in from other folks who just could no longer care for them or something. So there's sheep, there's a goat, there's a big ram, geese, chickens, ducks, 2 turkeys. And Lily is a sweetheart. The turkey, she just purrs and purrs. We've got Moby, the 42-year-old parrot. Yeah, he's 42. So he's 6 years older than I am, which is really cool. Yeah, so it started off as like a little hobby farm for them as a retired couple. And now it has really turned into like a rescue, but like a small scale thing. It's not like a sanctuary by any means. And again, they're not vegan, but like I'm never going to have like an extreme love for farmers. Okay. Like I'll just put that out there. I'm not ever going to be an apologist. I'm not ever going to be like, oh yeah, like farmers are fucking awesome. But I know for a fact, because I've witnessed it firsthand, because I stayed here the first night while they were still here before they went on their trip. Like they do legitimately care for all of these animals and are, these animals are cared for and they will see things through to the end of their life. And, so they love these animals. There is still obviously a disconnect and they still eat animals to some degree, definitely not as much as most people do. They're not like on a standard American diet, I wouldn't say, but, what do you do, right? Like it's not perfect, but they needed somebody to care for their house and all of these animals while they went away for 17 days to the UK. So we had a meet and greet, we chatted it up, and it was a good fit. If these people were just like, hillbillies up here raising all these animals for meat and like it was just not a cool situation, then I just would not have taken this opportunity. And, the biggest thing for me is I wanted to be able to spend time with animals I don't normally get to be around. And so I see, farm animals and stuff on YouTube and in videos and stuff. And I know that they have their own individual personalities, but witnessing it and bonding with these animals firsthand is a much different experience. And I really wanted that experience, but it also had to be a good fit, which it is. Whoa, race. Whoa, buddy, you skipped one or more of my comments. Go read it. Don't lose your vegan chat street cred. Well, Jesus, let me see, man. What did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, the muscles bullshit can't flex right now. Now we're going to skip that because I don't have an ego about it. Soy man right here. Yeah, running into myself. I eat so much soy. Like I love it. I will like I don't do this, but I could open up a block of like extra firm or firm tofu and just rip the shit out of that right off the block and just chew it up and eat the whole damn thing. Like just like that. I love tofu. So fucked up thinking humans take advantage of animals and want to kill them. I know it really is. But you know what? I mean, hey, I was a typical Westerner eating the standard Western diet for the first 30 years of my life. Always thought I loved animals. The reality is I loved cats and dogs and, a few others, but wasn't putting my money where my mouth was. Can't make the connection like my family, especially my mom who loves animals and have rescued so many. I cannot count. Yet, can't see how it's wrong to eat meat. Yeah, and I think a lot of people think it's necessary. So that's why when they start going on about health, you just say, well, no, like that's just not true. And you don't have to be a complete dick about it, but like I will not, I'll not walk around and like tiptoe about it or beat around the bush. It's like, no, you don't need to eat animals, and here are the reasons why. So what exactly do you think you fucking need from animals? Like, don't be an idiot. Okay. Word. Oh yeah. I don't have an ego equals I don't have the muscles to show. Look, I'm not saying I'm ripped, okay? I'm just saying pound for pound, as a small guy, somebody who doesn't work out, I have some strength. Like I got to carry shit around this farm that is a good amount of weight, and I can do it. Tofu. Tofu is life. You're goddamn right. You mod for Captain Noodle Arms. Yes. Captain Noodle Arms. Farmer John the Captain Noodle Arm. Give me all the soy. You loved pets. Yeah, exactly. It's nasty and disgusting. Yeah. See, that's it. I loved pets. But as a kid and, all the way growing up, I always did like love learning about animals and like seeing, watching nature shows, learning about various animals. But, it was more in the like, I'm looking for knowledge kind of way. Like I love the animal kingdom, but from a knowledge perspective. I never really made the connection that, these are animal people. These are individuals who, yeah, I can learn about them, but it doesn't mean we should be locking them up in cages in zoos or, just exploiting them. There's no, the human supremacy factor. I didn't learn about that until much later. Like I said, when I was like 30. So carry around equals use the two-wheeler to transport paper towels. Yeah, well, I have this wheelbarrow, and I needed to. I had to change the toilet paper roll in the bathroom, and luckily, I did have the wheelbarrow and like a pulley system, like a lever and pulley system. So, Ashley, I have no idea about that, so I really can't comment. The reality is, none of us were there, and none of us will ever know what actually happened. So I won't even comment. I have no idea. Soy man out. Got some tofu to eat. All right, brother. Thanks for popping by. That reminds me, my shepherd's pie should be done. So I'm going to go check that out now. Let's see. The oven's still on, so that's a win. Everybody go check out Running Into Myself. Seems like a pretty cool guy. Just found his channel recently. Obviously a runner and vegan. A tofu fiend like myself. All right, let's see if the shepherd's pie is done. It needs a couple more minutes, but it's getting there. It is getting there. Oh, yeah. I could eat this every day. Real soy man, stay till the end. That's all good. It's a touchy subject, but you're actually curious. Yeah, but that's the thing, though, Ashley. Like, none of us actually know what happened. There was a settlement, but that doesn't mean that he actually raped her. I mean, who knows, right? Did I make it myself? No, my girlfriend Jamie made it for me. She prepped a bunch of food for me to bring here, including like a big pot of soup. And some of that's still frozen at home, so I can take more. And she brought or she made me like some baked goods, like banana bread and banana muffins, and all kinds of good stuff. Some chickpea salad, homemade bread. She's great. She really is great. After 15 years together, I think I'll keep her around. Okay. Race, I'm not trying to skip your comments, man. I'm trying to watch my food. All right, what is this? Touchy subject, yeah. That is classless, Race. But whatever. I think it's sick how people put celebrities on pedestals. Yeah, I mean, there are some celebrities that like I think are decent people, and I have some measure of respect for, or I appreciate their talent or whatever it is that they do, whether it's an actor or an athlete or something. But like they're just human. They're not. They're no better than any of us just because they've had some level of commercial success or something like that, or they've made more money. So I mean, there are some celebrities that actually do really good work for the world, like people like Joaquin Phoenix. It's not that I have him on a pedestal, but I sure as hell have a hell of a lot more respect for him. And like he has my support more than just some random other actor who isn't like going to post award shows in like an animal liberation front hoodie and shit like that, right? She sounds like a catch. Yes, she is. She is a catch. She definitely is. And so she helped me go vegan. Actually, she's been a good influence in a lot of different ways. But so she quit smoking cigarettes like 8 years ago, I think, and I quit 6 years ago. She went vegetarian. I went vegetarian. She went vegan. Then I went vegan. But she was really the catalyst in a lot of positive changes in my life. So I owe her a lot. And yeah, he is awesome, but he does something that doesn't benefit himself, unlike most others. Exactly. A lot of people will do good things, but you can tell that, like he's a vegan and animal liberationist first and an actor second, right? So I just copy her? Yes, Race, exactly. I just copy her. Let's watch Moby eat apples. Oh, this guy's so cute. Yeah, so that parrot is 42. Pretty cool. Hey, that's a good question, Jessica. So, if I was single, would I ever be in a relationship with a meat eater now after being vegan for so long? Not a chance in hell. And Jamie and I have talked about this. If for whatever reason, I mean, obviously this all is hypothetical. We've got no reason to believe or intentions of ever breaking up. But if something ever did happen or a different situation came to light, there's no chance I could ever date anybody who was not vegan. It's not possible. And, it's not from I know that a lot of non-vegans would think that that's an ego thing, but it really isn't. It's a difference. It's just such a difference in perspective and it's a whole different paradigm. Not saying it's better. It's just, I just couldn't be with somebody and feel like they were on the same level of awareness or whatever as me. Like we wouldn't have that connection, like it's just I couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. Now, that guy's 42. Yes, Race had asked before he retracted his message, how long do parrots live? I have no idea, but apparently some of them can reach this age. Amazing suggests, yeah. What if someone was willing to transition? Well, okay, so that actually, and I've made videos about this before. So because I was the one who was not yet vegan, so Jamie went vegan first, and then, some time had passed, and I was a little bit resistant at first, I'll be honest with you. So we've talked about it before. Had I never been able to, come to this same conclusion and understanding and actually go vegan, she's not sure that she could have stayed with me. And I get that. I 100% get that now that I can see it from this perspective. I couldn't start a new relationship with somebody who wasn't vegan, even if they were willing to try it. It's not, yeah, we'd need better than that. I think I couldn't start new. But if the situation were reversed, where I had just discovered this and Jamie wasn't yet vegan, obviously I'd be willing to give her some time to to transition and kind of make that connection instead of just dropping her after so many years. But yeah, I couldn't start new. Many vegans say you should just be able to influence a partner, but just imagine sitting eating breakfast together and seeing hen periods and pig flesh. Yeah, couldn't do it. There would never be meat in my house. It's not that we have a lot of visitors anyway, but anytime a friend or my parents or anybody comes and visits, there are no animal products in my house. No excuses. It's not okay. You cannot bring that stuff in my house. Now, there have been a couple of cases where, my dad's shown up and he's, he had bought a coffee earlier. He has his coffee with him in his takeout cup. And I know there's dairy cream in there or something. Well, I'm not going to kick him out and be like, no, you can't bring that in here. But I have told him I don't really like that. And can you, try to remember that, keep it in your head not to do that again. And he's pretty good about it. It's only happened a couple of times, but yeah, people can't have animal stuff in my house. Let's see here. Race asks, would you sleep with Frank Tofuno, if it meant he would never eat another animal again for my love? No. And and here's the reason why. Well, I mean, the most obvious thing is that I'm a heterosexual. I like women. Frank is a guy. I have no problems with any kind of sexual orientation. It's just not for me. But also, Frank is just a terrible person, and I would not be able to do that, even if I were someone who would sleep with men to get them to stop eating animals, because I don't see that would be worth it. That one guy, that one person. I mean, obviously you can insert anybody here. It doesn't have to be Frank. It doesn't have to be that guy. But that one person going vegan, I don't see that that's worth it. I think that I do better by just being a good example. And I would hope that I wouldn't have to sleep with somebody to convince them to not eat animals. Race, you have some really weird questions. I mean, thanks for getting a person thinking, but where does this shit come from, man? How about people who label themselves vegan but will cook for family? So again, I mean, I couldn't do it. I'm not going to be too harsh on those folks, especially I know a girl who, she's a vegan. She calls herself a vegan. She does not eat any animal products, but she's a single mom and, raising two kids who are not vegan because no matter what she would do, they would still eat some animal products when they were with their dad or, other family members and stuff. And, there are times that she will cook up like a turkey dinner or something for the holidays. And, that's fucking rough. I couldn't do it. I mean, for me, I wouldn't be able to consider myself a vegan and do that. But I guess what I'm saying is these people aren't really my intended audience. These aren't the people that I'm going to go after to try to make changes, because obviously they're doing a million times better than your average Joe or Jane. But is it ideal? No, not at all. Do your family ever ask you to pick up something non-vegan from the shop? And do I? I do not. No, I really only have a couple of family members around here, which would be my parents. And I mean, they know better. Like, they're not going to ask me to grab something for them. Like, it's just not going to happen. I think maybe it may have occurred once where, I mentioned I was going to the store. And my dad asked if I could pick him up this thing. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not buying that for you. Sorry, buddy, you're on your own. And then he realized, because I think my dad's a nice guy, but he's pretty forgetful. I think sometimes he just like kind of forgets that I'm vegan or just doesn't think about it, but what if Frank legally changed his name to Hetero Tofuno, and that would still allow you to be hetero and save the animals? Again, I'm not going to sleep with Frank or anybody else to get them to go vegan. He'd have to have like some kind of like super fucking mind powers that I would be able to know that was going to create some domino or ripple effect and the world was going to go vegan as a result. Because man, you're weird. Are they vegan though? See, Ashley, that's tough, man, because it could be argued, and I'm not taking a firm position here. I'm just entertaining the question. It could be argued, especially in the case of the single mom, for example, that she's doing what she needs to do to feed her kids, or family or something. Now, I don't necessarily believe that, because I'd be putting plant-based food in front of my kids if I had them and saying, well, that's what you're eating, so suck it up. But yeah, I don't know that anybody who's cooking animal products should really call themselves vegan. I don't want to be the police on that. But I don't think. I mean, what they need to be doing in that situation, if they really give a shit, what they need to be doing in that situation is saying to their spouse or whoever, like, you know what, if you're going to eat animals, then you're going to fucking cook it yourself. I'm not doing this. I'm not touching this. I'm vegan. This is important to me. And I'm not like if you want to eat meat, then fucking do it yourself, because I'm not participating. And I think that is a fair way to like put your foot down and be firm about it, and not compromise your ethics. Yeah, Jessica, I'm with you. I couldn't do it. They can eat something else. Vegan sausages are 30% or 33% larger. That's what they say. Frank has eyebrow powers, bro. You wouldn't be able to resist. Now, I mean, that's true. The guy does have some eyebrows. I honestly think that Frank Tufano, or whatever the hell his name is just, and it's got nothing to do with his. It has absolutely nothing to do with his androgynous appearance or anything like that. It isn't. So I don't want anybody to take it the wrong way. But his personality is just terrible. I think he's just one of those people that, I look at him and I know how he thinks, and and there's just so much ego there. Like, he's just a terrible person. It's just so fake, so disingenuous. And I think he just needs to be right, or needs to build an audience on the illusion of being right, or trying to sell that he's willing to compromise a lot of things that maybe he does feel a little bit morally at odds about. Like, the guy probably does care about animals to some degree, but he just paints it off as this thing because it's like, hey, I could just be popular on YouTube. Like, he probably didn't have a lot of friends as a kid, and now he's got some popularity and it's going to his head, and he's like, hey, I'll just make rebuttals to vegan gains and like get popular on YouTube and make money. And I just think that's so terrible. Like, I don't know. Ashley says, I feel if you were truly vegan, you wouldn't be able to handle the parts. Yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at, right? Along with John, quarter in the swear jar right now, mister. That's my trick. My number one tip to becoming a self-made millionaire is swear all day over and over again and put a quarter in the swear jar every time you do it. Easily save like $50 a day. Jessica says, other day just went past the meat section in the store just to have a look. Avoided it for years. It made you feel incredibly ill. Yeah, I went and got some Light Life burgers and some of the ground a couple weeks ago or so because I had an amazing deal. It was like a buy one get two free, and of course they've got it in the meat section with everything else, and it's pretty rough. I do not enjoy being in that situation. Okay, kitties, calm down. Yeah, and it literally smells like decomposing flesh. Exactly. He's on the wrong train if he needs to be right. Exactly, Race. Even the smell made you sick, even though it's packed up. But yeah, there is a very foul smell. Same as when you go across the or around like the seafood section, like, which is so crazy because that was one of the last things I gave up, just plugging in the laptop, guys. Battery was dying, but we are good now. Yeah, so like that was one of the things that I ate last before I went vegetarian and then vegan was fish and like seafood and stuff. But now just the smell of that is terrible. Like it's just so thick. Like, Jesus, can't handle it. Race, why do you always call me weird? I'm the most normal one here. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bad judge of character. I just feel like you're weird, but it could just be me, right? That's on me. That's my perception of who you are. So you keep being you. You prefer unusual, yes, peculiar even. You are peculiar. I'm gonna go get that. What is Rosie staring at? There was some other cats over there being crazy. You say unusual from now on. Okay, I'll do that. Hey, baby. How's it going? Oh, yeah. She's so good. So at night, Finn, the dog, he's fairly large. He gets up on the bed and he like sleeps on my feet, and then just cats pile around me. I think last night he was on my feet and at least 4 of the cats had me pinned on either side. So I woke up at one point, was going to roll over, and was like, okay, I guess I'm not going anywhere. Say unusual from now on, or Tofuno gets it. It equals you. Oh, God, no. Actually, do you know the age ranges of the cats? Yeah, most of them are, kind of like in that 4 to 7 year range. I don't think anybody is younger than that, but one of them is like 12 or 13, and he's doing all right. You can tell he's a little older though. She was looking up at the ceiling, staring at a spot. I don't know. Cats can see stuff, I think. My cats do that all the time. They'll just look up, they'll look in a corner and like meow. I'm going to angle you guys here so you can watch Moby for a couple minutes. He's here kind of like sucking and making baby noises. Hello, Moby. I'm going to go grab my shepherd's pie. Hello, Moby. All right, you guys stay there. I'll be right back. Hi, buddy. Hello, Moby. Hi, Moby. Okay. What's this? Rosie is a girl. Most orange cats are boys. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah, I didn't know that that was an actual fact, but it certainly has been my experience that most orange cats are, in fact, male. My cat's 12, 13. She's full of life still. Yeah, ours are 15, and they're like kittens. That always freaks me out. This will be more entertaining than John, says Race. I don't doubt it, man. Moby's pretty cool. All right, I got to try to figure out how I can sit here comfortably eating my shepherd's pie. Okay, I think I got it. Look at the screen, you feathered son of a bitch. I wish he would say his like little hello Moby, because he's, like I say, he sounds like BB-8 from Star Wars. It's kind of like, hello Moby. You know, that's his little hello Moby. Moby is handsome. Moby is very handsome, isn't he? Not bad for an old guy. What is everyone else having or did have for their dinner tonight? Or supper? Do you call it dinner or supper? Answer that down below, please. And then, because I'm curious, I was just on the radio here this morning on my drive in to work. It was like a big debate, and people were calling the rant line, like freaking out, you know, very adamantly saying it was either dinner or supper. So I'm curious to see what you call it, and also what you had for that meal, whatever it is. Race, no, Jessica is completely true. Yeah, that's completely true. I am in fact jealous of Moby because he's handsome. Oh, he's coming over because he sees my food. Okay, buddy. I'll give you a little piece. Okay. I got to share with him. He actually flew over. He wants my shepherd's pie. So, one sec. You cannot eat anything around him without him wanting some. All right. I'll put some in with your apples, but you have to eat it, okay? Look at him. Friggin' scavenger. Come on. There you go, buddy. Oh, yeah. That's good, huh? I mean, basically, I had to give him some, or he was just gonna sit there and like suck like a baby. Mm-hmm. Yummy. All right. He talks. Yeah, he has said a few things while I'm here. What? You want to get back down on the table? Here. There you go. Fly back over to the table, buddy. There you go. I don't think he likes being up on the couch. Okay. Race calls it dupper. Of course you do. What do you call it? Or sinner? Of course you do. Race the jealous one. Here in the UK, they say tea. I say dinner. I'm not the jealous type. Pretty sure mine's at least as big as Moby's, so nothing to be jealous about. Probably. Race, I agree. You are probably as large as Moby in that department. This will be interesting. Have they had him 42 years? All right. So I call it dinner. A lot of people here call it supper. And it's a pretty intense debate on the radio this morning. But I call it dinner because I call the noon meal lunch, hence lunchbox, right? But yeah. Have they had him for 42 years? No. These people, I forget when they said they got Moby, but they've had him a few years now, but it hasn't been like an insanely long time. Maybe like 10 years. So John's checked out Moby's. Who's weird now? No, it's unusual. Come on. You wish race lever. It's 8 o'clock and I'm just getting my dinner. I'm usually eating about like 5 o'clock when I'm home. So I see Jamie texted me. Hold on, guys. In the meantime, how do you like my phone case? I grant wishes, he says. I've always been scared of birds, if they're worthy. Yeah, Jessica, I've never been scared of birds. I've always absolutely loved birds. Like turkeys are amazing. Like I said earlier, Lily the turkey will just hunker up with you and just purr away. Like she was purring in, I forget which video, probably part 2 of the farm sitting videos that I put out within the last couple days. Moby's walking over by the wood stove. Hey, buddy, come on now. He just went over to grab a little piece of wood shaving. Let's see. Do they have horses on the farm? No, they don't. No. Largest animal is Leonard the ram. And he's pretty big, but he's not like massive. But they did tell me that you shouldn't turn your back on him because he will, in fact, ram you. And no, not Jurassic Park. I'll give you one more guess. Whoever knows what this is gets a bonus point, and if you can tell me his name, you get 2 points. And if you can tell me what this is that he's eating, you win the game. There's a game now. I'll let you mull that over while I text Jamie back. All right. Couldn't I get seriously injured by this ram? I absolutely could. But only if I turn my back on him. He's actually extremely sweet from like face on. He's not aggressive at all. He's just weird when you turn your back. It is Land Before Time. 1 point for Ashley. It is not, in fact, a dinosaur humping a seal from behind. No, that's not what it is, Race. Good try, though. Yeah, he's holding a leaf. So it's Land Before Time. Race, you win. Feel like you nailed it. Nope, you're wrong. I didn't mean Jurassic Park. You meant the cartoon that you cannot think of the name of. That's the leaf. Yeah, so it is Land Before Time, Jessica. I figured that's what you meant, but so this guy's name gets you 2 points, and what the name of the leaf is, you can win the damn game. Just so you know. No Googling or Googling. I don't care because there's actually no real prize. Humping a stingray from behind. Race wins. That's not what it is. Hey, Rosie. Jessica says it is after 12 there. Wow. It's after midnight and you're still up joining us. That's awesome. Moby is down on the floor trying to get this like dog toy. I think it's like a penguin or something. Oh, yeah. You're going to take them back to your cage, huh? Well, we got like some bird softcore porn going on here. We should probably just leave him be. Hey, Moby. Hello, Moby. Show it again. Tell me that's not a dinosaur humping a stingray. You sick phone case son of a bitch. Yeah, I mean, okay, the leaf does kind of look like a stingray. I can see it, but it's not a stingray. Ashley asked, do I ever feel conflicted giving the pups I watch their non-vegan treats or such? Well, yes and no. Obviously, these dogs are, there's someone else's dogs, and I know that dogs can be vegan easily. Most people do not. It's tough, but at the same time, I recognize that like most people don't or aren't aware. So the best thing that I do in situations like that, like when I'm building a rapport with clients, is I will usually not right away, but like everybody that I work for now, by now knows that I'm vegan. And so I'll make sure to like work that into conversation, like, oh yeah, and did you know that the oldest dog who ever lived was actually a vegan? And then try to talk to them about it. I have actually shared a vegan dog food recipe from my friend Shannon at the Veggie Net. I've shared that with a couple of people so far, and they thought it was really interesting. When choosing phone case option, John selected Stingray Gets Stung by Brontosaurus. Okay, so since you guys all suck, this guy's name is Littlefoot, okay? And he's a long neck. And this is a tree star. Oh, Moby's climbing his cage. He wants to go back in. Look at him. Okay, buddy, I'll let you in. All right, I got to let him in. Actually, you know what? I think this is a good time to wrap it up because I got to get him in. I'm going to finish up my dinner. Finn, the pup, is right here next to me. Hey, buddy. Finn, up here. Say hello. Looks like he wants to go outside, so I'll soon have to do that. So, you know what? I'm just going to go now. I really appreciate you guys all stopping in and hanging out with me for like an hour and a half. It's been a long time since I've done a live stream. This was fun. And we will do it again sometime soon. Vegan Gains' dog name is Finn. Yeah, true enough. I don't know if that's for Finnegan or if it's just like Finn, but this guy's actually for Finnegan, who was a character on Mr. Dress Up. Casey and Finnegan. So there you go. Thanks for streaming, John. Well, thanks for coming along. And I did not steal Vegan's Gains' dog, although I don't know. What do you think, Finn? Say goodbye. See you guys.